What is up, guys? Even here from Rev Airsoft PH. I have Adam here with me, and we're going to do a tabletop review of the wonderful world of AAPs. So, first up on the table is my own custom AAP-01. So, I got this, I don't know, no, as a whole, no? Someone sold it to me as a set. And what you see here is actually a Fuko 2 from CTM. Fortunately, the bolt carrier broke off earlier. I guess I have it here with me, no? So, ayan, as you can see, there's supposed to be a knob there which keeps the selector plate in place, right? And you have the selector switch at the back. But the version 1 of this super light CTM bolt, no, has
Sheared
this
off,
issue.
yeah.
It shears off. So, according to their website, they have I think a warranty or a support program in place that would or supposedly would replace your broken bolt carrier, no, but I still have to contact CTM, and I will update you guys whether they give me a version 2 of this specific bolt carrier. Anyways, aside from that, this is actually running stock. So the only changes I did was to have this D-ring, also from CTM, charging handle, as well as the trigger. Actually, the CTM trigger is very good. So it allows you to adjust for all that over travel. So as you can see, that's the maximum um, distance I can go with this trigger, right? And if you actually take it apart, you can also adjust for the what do you call that? Pre-travel, no? So you
Yes.
can put the wall closer. So you have one grub screw there, and if you can adjust it through there, no, and if you pull it a bit back, it it will give you a closer reset, no, as well. See, so the brake is actually a bit cleaner compared to stock AAPs, which we'll go into right now.
So yun, this is my stock AAP-01. So externally, it's I just purchased a 3D printed rail to put like a hand grip or a hand stop, a loudener since I want to be annoying in the field, obnoxiously loud, and then the Action Army folding stock, and then also a
Lazada game.
Lazada Gaming number 1. Lazada baka naman. Red dot.
So
Pero, yun, internally, it's all stock. Wala akong ginalaw. As you can see, may gas-gas na nga yung bolt carrier. Pero yun nga, like what Ivan said, this is bone stock. The trigger, as you can see, there's a lot of travel before you hit the wall. Like 3 to 4 millimeters before you hit the wall. And then the brake is squishy. And then there's pre or over travel afterwards also. So again, take up, wall, brake.
So comparing that to the CTM trigger, so almost no,
Almost no take up.
almost no take up, and then that's the wall immediately, and then a very light squeeze, and then you can adjust for the over travel. It's a very good trigger setup on this AAP. And I think I like this trigger. No, I haven't tried any other aftermarket AFP triggers aside from this CTM, but I guess as we go along, we'll also review some of those aftermarket triggers.
So a definite upgrade for your AAP, and unfortunately this kind of triggers is interchangeable or also drop-in fit if I'm correct with
Block
G-style
G-style.
replica. So worth it upgrade. Syempre, we want to be quick, we want to be snappy and accurate with our shots. Definite upgrade to. Medyo pricey but well worth the money. Especially if you're gonna run like an AAP or a Glock as a primary for your CQB fields, yan. Sobrang worth it nito. Sobrang sarap gamitin compared sa stock.
Around 1.5 yata, 1.5 or to 2,000 pesos ang mga upgraded triggers for the Glock. I'm not sure.
Oh yeah, around 1.5 to 2,000 more or less. Check Lazada.
So both of these are almost the same, no, with the exception of the triggers. So they're running yung stock na hammer group. So talking about the hammer group, that's one of the downsides of the AAP. No, you can last a fair bit, no. Pero the thing that breaks is actually this one, no, the hammer. It's the one that holds that rotor. You can see this small, that small knob right there. So let me check if I could focus on that small knob. Ayan, this one, right? That breaks off. And that has happened to me in one of my setups here at the top. But we'll talk about that later. So the entire lower assembly of the AAP, will not break it apart, no. There's a lot of YouTube channels that already have done that, no. And basically it's all pot metal. And it would last you a good 3,000-4,000 rounds, maybe one bag of BBs before you actually break that hammer part. Or it also depends, no. If you're running it full auto, the lifespan, is definitely much shorter.
Your mileage will vary depending on your usage.
Correct.
So if you're a heavy user, if you're using it a primary and then you're spamming everyone, it could wear off easily. Pero kung let's say for example you're using it as a secondary, like yun nga, like the setup sa secondary, it would last you quite a bit naman.
One of my setups here, no. So this is Adam's, this is mine, no, and this is another one of my setups. It's one of the first AEPs that I actually built, no, and I've broken a lot of things with this na. So this is the CTM AP7, I think the 1911 style blower, and the AP7, which is an MP7 kit. So what have I upgraded with this one? So let me just break this down. So first is, as we were talking earlier, no, the first things to break in your AAP is actually that specific part of the hammer. And I have here a COWCOW parts or COWCOW Tech, no, hammer group. So it's already all steel for the firing pin lock, the sear, the hammer, the valve knocker. I guess the only part that isn't steel and I am going to upgrade soon is this full auto sear. I don't do full auto that much. That's why I'm not currently bothered by it. But if you want to have an all steel setup, that's one of the parts of the set of the COWCOW Tech that you have to buy separately, including the firing pin lock. CTM would also have their own set, no, which includes the firing pin lock. You could also check that out. But I don't think in the Philippines that they have it here locally with their distributors. But how Tech works fine, no? And it's it's proven to be very reliable. Yeah. So that's a bit expensive. Yan, that's a bit expensive. Locally it's around 3,500 pesos.
Yeah, ano lang yun for the hammer,
disconnector,
yung sear.
Sear and the yung rotor. So yung rotor is also steel na. It's a bit expensive, no? The firing pin lock is another 1,000 pesos, I think. And a full auto sear, maybe 800 to 1,000 pesos again. So medyo mahal, no? If you want to run all steel parts on your AAP. Alternatively, what we tried before was to put a G17 style rotor. Unfortunately,
rotor bearing, yeah.
Rotor bearing, oh. Unfortunately, it didn't work out for me. But if in case, no, Adam's AAP-01's hammer does fail, no, that's what we're going to do science on. So we're going to try another set of bearings. So hopefully, we'll be a little bit more lucky this time. But definitely, it's something that we will try and we will inform you guys about. Right, so we've talking about the Fuku, no, yung MP7 kit, yung COWCOW Tech, the stock AAP-01 na setup which uses yung more action army parts. So question here is why did we go with the AAP? So fully knowing no, we run HICAPAs. They're very reliable out of the box. Ano, TM, we TGW, very reliable. Ano,
Army armament.
Army armament. Well, that's questionable, no? But
No.
more on that. So medyo may pagka-hater ako. Hindi naman hater, no? I also own an action armament. John Wick
Ano
4.
action armament? Army armament.
Sorry. Army armament na John Wick 4 yung Pit
Pit
Viper,
Viper.
no? Talking about that, no? In terms of reliability, yes, there's a lot that you have to do in order to make the AAP very reliable. But in terms of accuracy, it's very hard to beat. Out of the
Super
box.
hard to beat. Imagine like there's a review by 4Quad. It can hop 4.4 BBs and up. So imagine a pistol can hop out of the box. And then you can accurately tune it to like the 0.3 to 40, 50 meters. Imagine a pistol being able to shoot 40, 50 meters accurately and being able to hit a man-sized target. That's very good in my books, if you ask me.
Yeah, and that's with a stock setup, no? Exactly, this barrel, it's just in another chassis or the upper receiver, and this hub system. I forgot to mention earlier that this MP7 is actually running an extended barrel and I forgot the brand. TTI ba to?
Hindi, Action
din.
Army.
It's also an Action Army rotary
Upgrade hub chamber.
The nozzles on all of our units are stock, even the piston cups, no. And this is running another product of CTM, no. It's their lightweight BBU, but not the advanced version. It's medyo less yung mga Swiss cheese cuts nila, no.
Hindi
It's
siya
a bit
mabutas.
heavier, but in terms of the rough, no, it's quite quick. Around I forgot, no, mga 30.
Close to 30.
Ito
Yeah.
mga 40. This red one does around 40 plus. No, I already forgot because I don't do full auto that much. The rotary hub is a nice unit to have if you would want to run heavier BBs. But I guess no upgrading just the barrel and the hub on the AAPs is already a hub rubber. Sorry, is already a big upgrade to begin with. I guess you could skip this upgrade unless you want the look of it. So there's a lot of people who will tell you, no, this seals better. No, this will give you a higher FPS, um, more consistent FPS. Yes, all of those things are true, and we've noticed that with our testing na rin, no, with a chronograph. But that one would cost you around 3,000 pesos. That's another it's another thing that you have to upgrade out of the box if you do want to have more consistency. But running the AAP stock, even this one, this is what Adam's been running in our CQB fields. And this is stock, no, even the chassis stock. He only added a few external bits to make life more easy when it comes to shouldering the weapon.
The replica.
Yeah, no. Ito, even the hop chamber, hop rubber is stock, no. But for me, this is running Maple Leaf. I forgot kung anong Maple Leaf na. And a Maple Leaf 6.0 na tight bore. It's actually a bit hot if you use straight green gas. So we use yung mga modified or custom mixes of gases, which brings it to around 380 FPS in the mixed gas.
More or less.
Yeah, more or less. No, in green gas, this shoots a bit hot because the barrels up here. No, so medyo talaga siya. I built this for field games. So if I want to run something very light. I guess you'll see, no, bakit meron kaming ganitong mga setup rather than running our main rifles in our next video. But this platform is one of our favorites when it comes to pistols, and it's one that we would recommend to newbies as well, no? In spite of the upgrades na you would need out of the box. Ayun, no? It's a very good, it's very good replica. It's a very good airsoft pistol to start with.
Definitely on my part, AAP-01 or the AAP-01C is a good recommendation for like a beginner, especially if yun nga medyo budget meal ka. You don't want something that's gonna break easily pero you can compete with, you can run it sa field like even CQB, and then yun nga like a good thing with AAP-01 super daming
Upgrades.
customability, di ba? Isipin mo, from a mere pistol, pwede mo siya maging pistol slash SMG style if you put a stock, and then the rails, and then optic, or yun nga, you go balls out, you buy like an MP7 kit that we have here. Kita mo, it transforms the look of the gun, and it transforms also the gameplay. From a mere pistol, pwede mo siyang gawing SMG na kaya makipag-compete with like AEGs in terms of range and accuracy. So imagine that. Although yeah, the caveat here is you're gonna need a bit of a budget, pero overall, very worth it if you ask me.
You know, if you do run this a field, no, I've seen people who run AAP-01s as their primary, even not even upgrading the inner barrel to a longer one, no, outshoot other people using rifles, no. Very well tuned AAPs, I guess, would compete with even rifles, airsoft rifles, no, GBB, AEG. Well, the downside is you would have lesser capacity sa magazine mo, no. Of course, it's only
If you have like the short mags mo, around 22, 23 rounds per mag.
and
If you have the long boys, around 50, you can get around 50. Meron naman, you can go and buy the AW drum mags, pero
bigat it's a bit heavy.
It's heavy, plus yun nga, if you want like high speed low drag setup, either a bunch of long mags and a couple short mags, you're good to go.
Yeah. So talking about the long mags as well, no, and the short mags. This is a mag originally by Action Army, but WE mags are a bit cheaper, and the WE Glock mags are very good. I haven't had any big issues with them spewing out gas or having issues with sealing. No, I've dropped a lot of them. I have around 7 of these guys, and none of them leak up to this point. No, I've had my AAP-01, this very first one, I think 2022. Tama ba?
Yeah,
So it's really it's been 2 years with me. No leaks on all of my magazines, no. So very very good platform to start with. Is there anything else na we might have forgotten? Oh yeah, this one doesn't have an optic for now. It's being repaired. Yeah, I guess no yung last, no, which we don't do because we're hardcore mill simmers,
quote unquote
mill simmers, no. But we don't do yung yung HPA taps, no. But there are a lot of platforms which allow you to HPA tap your AAP-01s. There's one I'm not sure with the local brand, no.
Local brands,
Imperial.
you can get Imperial HPA taps, and then line, and then an HPA tank mo. You're good to go na kahit out of the box, brand new ng AAP-01, you can run it. And then, good thing about if you're gonna run it HPA tap, you can lower the pressure or the PSI, and then yun na, you can save a bit dun sa wear and tear. Pero again, if you're gonna use it a primary, since yun nga, most likely, once you HPA tap, it's gonna be a primary of yours. Nandun pa rin talaga yung wear and tear. Hindi mawawala yan, especially kahit medyo baba mo yung PSI mo, you'll still be inclined. Pero yun nga, good thing about the AAP-01, super dali makahanap ng mga parts, and then inexpensive, and then there's a lot of mods if you want to experiment with bearings or whatnot. YouTube has it, Discord, Reddit, dami. You can make your own research, make it work. Pero again, caveat lang nun, it could and it might not work for you. So better to do your research, pagawa mo sa kakilala mong tech, yung legit na tech, hindi yung nagmamarunong lang, mahirap na. And also be prepared then if ever with your budget.
So in conclusion, no, the AAP-01 is a very good beginner, or not even beginner, no, it's a very customizable platform to start with. Just bear in mind yung mga parts internally that you might have to replace in order for it to last a bit longer, no. But yeah, very customizable, no, from looking like this, looking like this, no, no, parang high speed setup, no, to looking like a legit na MP7. Yeah, you can do all sorts of things with your AAP. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you like and subscribe our videos.